In order to understand Sonnet 85, you must first understand the setting it was written in. The Renaissance was a booming time in science, thinking, and art. This meant that there were many artists and writers at the time that were competing against each other for the patronage of wealthy, important figures. Sonnet 85 by William Shakespeare is a sonnet written directly to a patron, referred to as most by the young boy, but it also serves as a way to put himself above any other poets. Some of Shakespeare's own patrons include Queen Elizabeth I, King James I, and Henry Worthingsley. In Shakespeare's 154 sonnets, he has a group of sonnets, 78 through 86, that are focused on a rival poet of a polished pen. According to M.P. Jackson in the Oxford Journal Review of English Studies, the Rival Poet miniseries apologizes for the poets not writing often enough in favor of the fair youth. Most scholars believe that the rival poets that Shakespeare referenced are, among others, Christopher Marlowe and George Chapman. The sonnet serves as the speaker's way of building himself up while at the same time bringing his rivals down. However, the speaker begins the sonnet with a confusing modesty that talks about the great skill of the other poets. The first quatrain creates a contradiction that goes on throughout the poem. It focuses around the fact that while rival writers send beautiful poetry to the fair youth, the speaker doesn't write anything. This is a major contradiction because Sonnet 85 itself is a written compliment to the fair youth. The speaker goes on to use images of golden quills and well-refined pens to express the beauty and elegance of the rival artist's skill. However, he does nothing to mention his own writing ability. In this quatrain, the speaker continues to build up the writing of the rival poets. He even states that while other people write, he simply thinks good thoughts. The speaker goes so far as to compare himself to someone that can't even read or write. Hearing you praised, I say, 'tis so, 'tis true, and to the most of praise add something more. But that is in my thought, whose love to you, though words come hindmost, holds his rank before. Then others for the breath of words respect, me for my dumb thoughts, speaking in effect. A twist is made at the end of the sonnet. Shakespeare's focus shifts from focusing on the skill of the other writers to focusing on the value of his silent thoughts compared to their words. The speaker states that while he speaks the least, his silent thoughts towards the fair youth are worth so much more than any words that any other writers have written, and that the admiration the speaker has for the patron is greater and more important than the admiration of any other rival.